Hey there, Milwaukee Chamber Theater friends. I'm MCT Artistic Director Brent Hazelton, and straight up, this is a fundraising appeal, and a serious one. Without immediate and significant help, this current season will be Milwaukee Chamber Theater's last. I'm not crying wolf, I wish I was. That is unfortunately our mathematical truth. And I hope you'll give me a few minutes right now to talk about how you can help sustain MCT and the local artists that we support for years to come. While many parts of our lives have recovered from pandemic impacts, performing arts audiences are only beginning to bounce back nationwide. I know, we're done hearing that, we want to move on. No one more than us, believe me. But studies show that audiences won't fully recover until later in 2024. Arts institutions and live events everywhere, Milwaukee included, continue to realize income up to as much as 40% below budget. MCT is no exception, projecting a 35% deficit for fiscal year 23, but without any reserve funds to cushion that. Milwaukee Chamber Theater has served our community for 5 decades by producing excellent live theater grounded in exceptional text from unique voices, while playing a leading role in the development of Milwaukee and Wisconsin's professional theater artist community. When I was hired in 2019, I committed to pursuing those principles under an umbrella of representation and inclusion, with the goal of creating a theater company that looked like its community at every level, telling relevant stories audiences wouldn't see anywhere else, and celebrating both our local theater makers and the stories that make Milwaukee such a unique place. At MCT, Local Excellence is our thing. And while we still have a very long way to go to reach those goals, for 3 years, pandemic and all, we have walked that talk. We've produced shows that our audiences have called among the best they've seen anywhere. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, that I hope you saw Laura Gordon and Jim Ridge give career-defining performances in. Misery, Where Did We Sit on the Bus, Mala, The Island, Indecent. In those same 3 years, not less than 50% of our artists, actors, directors, playwrights, stage managers, every discipline, have identified as BIPOC, and not less than 50% as female. Our board nearly matches those demographics, and half of our trustees are under age 45. During the first pandemic year, we birthed the Milwaukee Black Theater Festival. We're among national leaders in generating artist income and health insurance weeks through the 160 hours of virtual programming that we created or hosted. And we lead the charge for a living wage on stage by compensating all hourly and salaried employees at not less than the Milwaukee County Living Wage Standard. 90% of our expenses are spent right here in Milwaukee, and we have managed to do all of that without a single artist COVID infection on our watch since we were Wisconsin's first company to reconvene for in-person work on equity contracts in January 2020. Local excellence. And to continue delivering that local excellence, MCT must not just survive, we must become economically sustainable. Right now, we are not. We are lean, we are small, with inflation factored in, our annual expenses are less now than they were before the pandemic, and we have come as far as we can these past 3 years without having to ask for your help. And now we are asking. We are seeking new or increased donations, renewable for this and the next 2 fiscal years, totaling $600,000 per year. Of that, we have already received $215,000 in commitments and must receive pledges totaling an additional $285,000 by February 28th, in order to ensure our 23-24 season. If we're successful, we'll continue to raise the balance throughout the spring. Anything helps. $5, $500, $5,000, $50,000, so long as donations are new or increased, which means for you current donors, who we love and appreciate deeply, we are asking for more than your regular annual generosity to count toward this effort. And because our goal is sustainability and not just survival, we don't want any actual money from anyone until we know we can reach our February 28th fundraising benchmark. So instead, we are looking for pledges of donations. You can make that pledge, and please do so today at the link included here. We'll be in touch about payment if we meet our goal. There are also links included for Zoom-based information sessions if you'd like to learn more before you commit. But please pledge today, as generously as you are able, and then right after, buy your ticket for our upcoming celebratory world premiere production of Hoops. We have so many more stories to tell and so much more local excellence to support and to deliver. A donation is an essential investment in Milwaukee Chamber Theater's mission and Milwaukee and Wisconsin's local artist community. This company needs you, the local artists that it supports need you, and I need you. Thanks very much for your time, and please keep well.